Hanneman would like to speak with me. We'll get some all these new supports.
Professor, always a pleasure to see you. I wonder, might you have a moment to chat?
What do you want, Hanneman?
Come now, you have no need to be on guard.
You experiment on children.
Cause you harm. You're far too valuable a specimen.
See? I feel like Hanneman is like the originator of like the 23andMe DNA test, right? Like he's like, everyone, swab your cheeks and give it back to me, and I'll tell you if you're from Europe or not. Lysithea would like to speak with me.
I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful.
This doesn't sound like
Everyone
Lysithea.
thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. People are always telling me I've got a knack for magic.
You're a nuclear weapon.
If you can call the power of my crest a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for. Anyhow, I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power.
This is
if you've noticed how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy.
I'm glad.
Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name. I'm determined to someday be of real value to them. And that day must come soon. I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left. Anyway,
I'm sorry, what?
I should be going.
Wait,
Thank you again for your help.
No, you just alluded to the fact that, hey, come back, you're gonna...
If we were to face an enemy on this terrain, I would go here, and you would go here.
These were some of my favorite conversations when I was recording this game.
If we're trying to repel the enemy, I should be positioned there, correct?
Huh? I'm not sure that's the best idea. Take a closer look at this map. See, there's a graveyard over here. Might run into some of those ghosts you hate so much.
Claude, will you knock it off already? So help me.
And I was being serious about the formations.
The spooky voice was not in the script. I added
back to the formation. I value your power almost as much as
I
do
really hope
teachers.
nobody ever treats you like a child on the battlefield, because children shouldn't fight wars!
From here forward, see to it that you treat me with the respect of an equal.
I absolutely will, but look out for those
I admit that you are
ghosts!
not short on talent. This is beyond ridiculous. You're impossible.
Get her!
You seem convinced you're some sort of cursed
Because her ancestors are cursed.
destined to bring doom and gloom to anyone you encounter. Well, why do you have such a terrible opinion of yourself? How could you possibly be so dense? Just nothing. Now you listen to me for a moment. I can see that you have some deep-seated turmoil you struggle with. I'll have you know I have quite a few issues of my own, perhaps more grave than yours, if you can imagine.
Perhaps more grave.
Really?
Grave.
Yes, but I'm not the only one who has such troubles to contend with. Everyone does. That's why it's so important to maintain a positive outlook and do what we can. Each time we find the light in the dark, we grow, bit by bit.
She said it, not me.
What's the point in carrying on? Lysithea. I envy your confidence and strength. Don't envy me. Instead, just choose to find the positive, won't you? Yes. Well, maybe someday. The time is now. This is your moment.
This is your moment.
Oh, okay.
Just do it.
That's more like it. Now to start, why don't you help me out by answering my questions about wild animals? I'll certainly try my best.
Don't cut here. It's gonna cut here, isn't it? I want to know the answer. I want to know the answer. That bums me out. That bums me out. Slap him with a steak, Raphael. Just slap him right in the face.
Oh, that was tasty.
Here's your familiarity.
I could probably keep eating, but I'm ready to train.
I can't train right after I eat. That makes me feel
Time to
nauseous.
get back to it so I can protect my buddy Lorenz.
Eating with you has helped me to see that I've misjudged you. You're not some gluttonous simpleton.
Well,
You are grateful for the protection the nobility offers, and eager to emulate our example.
I don't think he's that complex, Lorenz. I think you're reaching there, buddy.
I may not look it, but I'm actually quite strong. I've been exercising every day.
You're right. You don't look it.
Dang.
Your biceps are a fraction of the size of Raphael's.
Lysithea,
If you
you're a
start
fraction of the
fumbling
size
around
of
under the weight
Raphael's
of all the
biceps.
groceries, and then you trip and spill everything everywhere.
You're talking like you don't respect me.
I see. So now it's my fault?
Yes!
No
it is
matter
your
how
f***ing
grown
fault.
you seem to think you are, you can play at being a mature adult, but it only ever complicates things, and that's exactly what makes you look like a child.
Dang.
Oh, enough already!
Yeah,
Would you
Iggy.
just leave me alone?
Yeah, you get her. Oh,
Maybe
I thought.
went a bit far that time.
Yeah, you think
But he's
Lysithea?
so stubborn despite his ineptitude. To everyone else, do I seem just like Ignatz?
No, you're worse. You're much worse. Don't compare yourself to pure boy Iggy. How was that a support level B? That was like a support level F conversation.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years. I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue.
Oh dang, this is getting
You're
serious.
reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
Okay, let's pause here for a second and clarify that you absolutely 100% can let her pass by without commenting, and in 99.9% of the time, you should. So f that, Sylvain.
It's Raphael. What's he doing at that desk?
He's probably eating it.
Oh, Leonie!
What's wrong?
This
Why
performance.
Are you crying?
I just got a thank you letter from my little sister. She's had to deal with so much since I decided not to take over the family business.
Yeah,
That's
Zach
really
Rice is
tough.
the voice. I'd like to
Hard
have
to make a
Zach on the
fortune
stream.
with
I've
just
actually
your
never met
strength,
him in
I'm
person.
Ugh,
Oh, don't
I
Hilda
might have
him.
borrowed one too many books this time.
Don't Hilda him.
What's going on? Everything okay?
I'm here to see.
Lysithea? Oh, wow. Look at the mess you made.
I want Raphael to pick up all the
Thank you for
books
the assistance.
and then pick
I
up
can take it
Lysithea
from
and be
here.
like, well, we gotta go.
Hey, what are you doing? They need to be stacked
Oh,
neatly,
now you're giving
otherwise
him
they'll
instructions?
topple.
I'm really having a tough time deciding whether I
fine.
hate Lawrence more. And Lysithea is really kind of bubbling to the top of the hate meter. Like B-level support conversations, you should be nicer.
There's something I need to say.
My ancestors are
Don't seem to be
cursed.
getting along.
Oh my god, it is the Professor and Marianne, isn't it? It is. It's the Professor and Marianne. I love it. I made the
adopted
Gilligan joke
father
not
is
putting
one
that
of the
together.
no-
You weren't bothering me before, but when you asked if you were bothering me, now that's bothering me. I'm a little bothered.
I'm so grateful to hear you say that.
I'm not bothered anymore. Come back. I'm not bothered. Maybe the real
Shopping took
silver
longer
bow
than
was
I
the friends we
thought.
made along the way.
It's a good thing I had your help, Professor.
Okay.
Looks like we've got everything we came for. Time to head back to the monastery. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if the money that night gave us would be enough.
Good thing we shook
managed
down
to
those
scrape by,
school
though.
children on the
I love
way.
those It's one of the few things I'm really good at. I've got a lot of experience living in the city. Money was tight for me too. At least until Lenato adopted me.
Oh, what
into his
happened to
family.
Lenato again? Never
That
mind,
must
sorry.
have been a pretty different life from regular folks like me.
I know I killed him,
But
guys.
a mercenary's
well,
whole job
to
is
be
fighting,
fair,
isn't it?
Ashe killed
Must be a
him.
pretty
I
tough
just
way
led
to
the
live.
party that killed him.
I haven't seen this one for
Is this the
ages.
one?
It was what got me learning to read. Give me that book!
Yeah!
Hey, creep.
Hold
Don't
on.
touch the merch.
What the hell? Like, what kind of thieves are in this world? They're like, I'm gonna take your literature. Is that an original? Is that a first edition copy of the Scarlet Letter? It's mine, twerp.
Somebody catch that thief. Cut him in half like my
Which
prices.
thief? Is that the one?
Please, calm down, ma'am.
You calm down, kid. If he gets away with that valuable merch, it'll be a huge loss for me.
Here, allow me to compensate you.
Huh? Are you serious, kid? I mean, no objections over here, but that sounds crazy.
Don't you worry. That thief will be paying me back just as soon as I catch him. Head on back to the monastery, Professor. I'll take care of everything here.
I feel like Ashe is like, oh, don't worry, I'll go catch the thief. And then like a couple frames later, we see him like electrocuting the thief. I'll be back in a jiffy, Professor.